Leo is a contestant in Division 53 speech contest, which is in Oregon, correct, Leo? Leo has given this speech at 2 clubs, Blue Ox and our club, and hoped receive useful and insightful comment so he can apply during his speech contest. Speech title, Let There Be Peace on Earth. Speech time is 5 to 7 minutes. Let's welcome Leo.
Okay. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. Have you ever experienced anything wonderful in your life? Experiencing peace on earth would be wonderful. Now, these are the words of a popular song, and it starts with these words: let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. What is peace? Peace is the freedom from disturbance, a state of tranquility. Do we have peace in the world now? Well, if you listen to the TV news or radio talk shows, or perhaps you read newspaper stories, they all seem to focus on a troubled world, a world of anger, wars, civil unrest, assaults, murders, killings, demonstrations. Is world peace possible? I will not prevaricate. I think it is possible. Put yourself into the words of that song. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. I have a couple of stories that I hope might make you be inspired to make a difference in bringing peace on earth. First story involves commuting to work. Remember the days when you actually got into a car? Maybe you do now, but in the days 2 or 3 years ago, being in a car, being in traffic, stuck in traffic, looking out the window at other drivers and other people saying, wow, we're not going anywhere. I'm really frustrated. Perhaps you saw the frustrations on other drivers' faces as well. And then after you got to work and had a day's work and you left to go home, it was even worse, the rush hour traffic going home. Now, the normal drive for you, if you go from work to home or home to work, was 20 minutes. But this time and you start out with a smile on your face, but this time as you left home to go to work or you left work to go home, you had a smile, you started, and then you got a frown. That was an hour later, more than the 20 minutes it normally takes you. This is not peace. What can you do to bring peace into the world? Well, let me take you back a few years to 1970. More than 50 years ago, that was the beginning of my 30 plus years as electrical engineer at the Bonneville Power Administration, BPA. I was there in that traffic, the daily rush hour. I was fortunate, if I was fortunate and the traffic was light, I could leave my desk at work, walk to my parked car and be home in 30 minutes. But there were too many days when it was 45 minutes, it was 60 minutes. I decided it's time to change my daily commute routine. So I started looking at alternatives, and I found a way to change that commuting frown into a smile. And I hope that smile brought peace into the world. Now, here's how I changed that frown into a smile. BPA has for a long time promoted the idea of conserving energy and encouraged employees to choose energy efficient transportation methods, such as carpooling, public transportation, walking. Now, I tried all of the above, including cross-country skiing to work. Well, I only did that one time. But of all the commuting options I had and tried, I decided that bicycling to work was the best. I rode a bicycle to work for more than 20 years as my primary transportation method. The 3.5-mile trip each way was easy riding most of the way. After I started to ride my bicycle to work, I found there was more benefits than just energy savings. I was saving money on fuel, parking costs, car maintenance. And one more big benefit. I had a pleasant experience getting to work. I rode through quiet residential areas, no cross traffic most of the time. The only sounds I heard were the sounds of my bicycle tires on the black asphalt. And occasionally I would hear the chirps of birds in the trees. And if it's springtime or maybe even summer, there might be the sounds of tree leaves rustling in a gentle wind as I traveled along my way to work. And when I was in traffic, when I got to the business area near where I did work, I could often see a friendly smile of drivers beside me when I smiled back at them, and occasionally found that the smiles made me feel better. The return smile was worth its weight in gold. It made my ride even more pleasant. I felt I had brought some peace to the world. My second story is of a peaceful world is about being in grocery stores. Now picture yourself in a grocery store with shopping carts that block the aisle you want to go down, or perhaps you're in the checkout lane. You only had 2 or 3 items and you want to be in the fast checkout lane, and there is somebody with a basket full of food in front of you and slows you down. And then perhaps you're in a line where you should be, but the checker can't work the scanner correctly. There just seems to be a problem. Be patient. Be calm. Let that fully loaded cart go in front of you. I understand it's only a few minutes, not a lifetime, and it only costs you a smile. Let there be peace on earth. Let it start with you. You may well help make someone else's day be just a little bit better. And that's a big step in making your world a better place to live. Peace may not always be something you see at first. How can you bring peace to the world? Today's conflict, and we hear about the Ukraine area, it's a clear example of non-peace. How can we bring peace into the world? We may not be able to stop a war, but we can bring peace to those around us, maybe with tiny steps, one step at a time, bring peace to those around you. Perhaps you can change your daily commute to reduce your frustrations, or you can reach out to someone else with a smile. Or you can let someone in the grocery store go in front of you. Your good actions may provide rewards that are not seen, but you may have brought peace in the world. Let me end with these words. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with you.